Great. Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you. I'm also recording this for everyone at home on Monday evening's class and Tuesday evening's class. So good morning, good evening to you when you see this. We're going to do a really just relaxing, lovely flow, kind of building a little bit on what we did yesterday. Lots of work into the hips and opening the shoulders again. So we're going to start lying down in Supta Baddha Konasana, so butterfly pose. And you can bring the blocks, if you want them, in your Supta Baddha Konasana. You can just place them. If you've got really open hips, you won't need them. I prefer to just have some support underneath the thighs or the knees. You'll know when you get there if you need them. So just finding the spot where they feel comfortable. And then just rolling the shoulders down the back. And allowing yourself just to settle in. Just letting the breath be steady. Just noticing the sounds all around you. Hopefully the bird song is also going to be on the recording. Really deep breaths, maybe turning on your Ujjayi breath now or oceanic breath. Just really feeling that expansion through the chest. I think that's the golden oriole bird that you can hear. So noticing how you feel in your body, in your mind. And we talked a little bit yesterday about the meaning of yoga. And today we're just going to focus a bit on the philosophy of yoga. So most of what we know about yoga comes from Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, where he lays down the eightfold path of yoga. And he talks about yamas and niyamas, which are basically a set of restraints and a set of observances. So the first one is ahimsa, which means non-violence, which really translates as looking after ourselves. So in our yoga practice, it means to find that balance between effort and ease, but you're not pushing or striving or forcing. And then in our thoughts, it just means really having good thoughts about ourselves, sending good messages, and really non-judgment of ourselves, non-judgment of others. And then the physical component as well is about diet, so what we're putting in to our bodies to support our health, but also where does that food come from, encompassing others and really all beings. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a vegetarian, but just making conscious choices. So just maybe noticing in this session what comes up around this concept of ahimsa. It's a golden oriole again. Good. If you have the blocks, you can just slide them out now. And I'm going to just stretch out one leg and draw in the right leg towards you. So just squeezing it in towards the body, maybe circling through the ankle a few times. And again, just using this practice as really, it could be almost feeling like a prayer. And a sense of nurture towards yourself. Good, just releasing that knee, and we're going to take a spinal twist, so you can just bring that same knee over towards the left side and just bring the right arm down towards the ground, opening up the shoulder, looking over to the right. Left hand might be on the outer thigh, just encouraging yourself into the twist. And coming back to center and switching sides, so drawing the left knee in, and just staying active and engaged through the right leg, through the quad, flexing into that foot. You can circle into the ankle. Relax the face. Just really stay with your Ujjayi breath to help you keep that presence of mind. And then just release and find your twist the other way. Looking over the left shoulder, eyes may be shut. Keep easing that shoulder down towards the ground. And just relax here. Just noticing all the sounds around you. Maybe you can also hear the low hum in the air, thousands and millions of little insects, lots of bees, flies, just brimming with life as we near the longest day of the year, almost at the summer solstice. Just tuning into that abundance of life and tuning into the abundance in your life. Noticing which areas in your life you feel really abundant about, what's really working and going well, and what areas do you need to nourish. Coming back to center. Good, and you can just hug the knees in towards the chest, maybe having a little rock on the spine. So using today's practice as a time for self-reflection, self-observation, or svadhyaya in Sanskrit. And then you can release, maybe rolling up, rocking and rolling a few times, or maybe just coming up another way. Good. So you can take a sip of water. If you have any extra layers, maybe taking them off, removing socks. Can everyone hear okay? Yeah, good. Not really. I'll try and speak up a little bit more. All right. So most of you will be familiar with Anuloma Viloma, so alternate nostril breathing. So I'll just talk you through it. So you're going to have your left hand in Chamudra, and your right hand, you're going to have the first finger and the middle finger down. So try to just tilt the pelvis forward on the mat and then create a little bit of space through the diaphragm. And I'll just guide you through it. So what we're going to do is hold one nostril, block it off, inhale, hold the left nostril with the ring finger and exhale it out through the right. Inhale through the right, hold it, and then exhale through the left. So really simple. Just if you haven't done it before and you're focusing, you can tend to clench the jaw, clench the shoulders, but try and keep everything open, relax. We've done so much work on opening up the shoulders, so try and really focus on relaxation here, but keep that lift so you can really inhale deeply and exhale fully. Okay, so let's start now. So close the right nostril, inhale left. Block left and exhale right. Inhale right. Hold right, exhale left. Inhale left. Hold left, exhale right. Inhale right. Hold right, exhale left. Inhale left. Hold left, exhale right. Inhale right. Hold, exhale left. Inhale left. Hold left, exhale right. Inhale right. Hold right, exhale left. Inhale left. Hold left, exhale right. And relax. Just breathe normally. Follow the natural rhythm of your breath. Just noticing the effects of this breath on the mind. So this breath is supposed to balance out the nadis or energy channels of the body. Balance the left and right side of the brain, the masculine, the feminine. And also really aid in just stilling and calming the mind. Slowing everything down, getting rid of all the conflicting interests and thoughts and impulses. Just coming back to that still lake of inner wisdom and quiet. And letting your ujjayi breath or oceanic breath wash over you. And when you're ready, we'll just come into a tabletop position. So you can find your table. Yeah, I'm just going to stretch the wrists. So just stretching out the wrists any way that feels intuitive. Maybe sliding the weight forward and back. Good. And then, just like we did yesterday, we're going to just take those huge circles in the body. So stirring the pot, you can always walk the hands forward a little bit. And let's just stir the pot round as generously as you want to. Waking up the body. So in yogic tradition, the body is seen as a temple for the soul. So part of that eightfold path is our physical practice. Just thinking of your body as a temple to be worshipped, to respect fully. You can just come back to center. Good. So from here, we're going to just reach the right leg back, stretch through the right leg, and then lifting up. So finding that neutral spine with the foot firmly flexed, really engaging through the glutes and strengthening the lower back. We're going to take an inhale and exhale that leg over to the left side, just stretching through the right side of the body. Pressing into the ball of the foot. Good. And then inhale that leg back up. And exhale, we're going to step over to the right and just come up into your Parigasana gate pose like we did yesterday, stretching up. And then you're going to fold over that right leg, just drawing the top shoulder back. Good. Folding in the direction of your leg that's out. And then inhale, reach up, and you might meet your neighbour now because we're going to come over to the left side. And you can always reach that right leg up, or you can keep the foot grounded. Stretching and reaching up if you want to with the leg as well. Maybe reaching forward, spiraling the heart open. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale, just travelling back into your table. Good. And from here, we're going to reach and stretch the left leg back, stretching into that left leg, maybe pulsing. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale that leg back straight and square. Engage with the core. Take an inhale and exhale over to the right side, stretching through the left. Inhaling, coming back, coming all the way to the left side. We're going to stretch up again. So the left leg is out to the side. Notice where you feel this stretch. So you might be able to feel a nice stretch down the outside of the left ankle. So just working out where you can engage so nothing's left untouched. And then just stretching over. Good. Coming up. And then coming over with your right hand down. The left foot can stay planted, or you can again just reach up with the left leg, draw that left hip back, engaging the glutes and reaching forward. Extending, feeling that length, whichever version you've taken. And coming back. Good. And we'll just take our thread the needle pose. So we're going to inhale the right arm up, just circling the wrist, and then threading through to the left side. Right ear comes down. Left hand can reach forward, coming up onto fingertips and creating lots of space like this, or maybe even reaching it behind the back. And just rolling that top shoulder blade open. Yeah, really nice. Good. So as you start to open up with the heat and with the practice each day, just being careful not to overbend, even when it starts to feel a little bit easier, just being mindful, keeping that principle of ahimsa in. Good. And then you're just going to release up and out, so pressing yourself back up, releasing that hand up, and exhaling, coming down. Same thing on the second side. Inhale, left arm, circling round. It's so good to look up at the sky. And then threading through. Keep really pressing into the arm that's on the ground, into the left arm, and rolling the weight. Now pressing that right hand down into the ground, inhaling up and out. Exhaling to release. Good. So making your way up into your first downward dog. Bending one knee and then the other. You can shake out the head. You can draw the chest towards the thighs. And just inhaling, bending the knees, looking forward, scooping the belly in, and just making your way to the top of the mat. And finding your ragdoll. So bending the knees generously, hands onto elbows maybe, and then just drop down, let everything dangle down. And see about maybe straightening the legs just a little bit. Get into the hamstrings, but mainly this is about decompressing the spine. And then you can just drop the tailbone right down and start to unfurl up like a fan, opening up, coming all the way up. And rolling the shoulders up, back and down a couple of times. So we're going to take breath of joy, really embracing the abundance at this time of year. So we're going to take a 3-part inhale, so you can make the knees soft. I'll just show you one. So it's a 3-part inhale. So 3-part inhale, just think of filling up, filling up, filling up through the nose, and then an exhale out through the mouth. Okay, so keep the knees soft. Let's do 10 together. Inhaling. Five more. Last one. Just stay down. Let the head and neck dangle down. And you can just walk the hands up the legs, giving yourself a little bit of stability, keeping the gaze soft, or the eyes shut down, just noticing the effects of this breath, this pranayama. It's one of the other 8 limbs of yoga. It's the pranayama, the breath work we do. Some people put the breath as even more important than the yoga, the physical postures. I think I do myself. So just really focusing on your breath as ever in your practice. Maybe coming back to your Ujjayi breath. Good. So just coming up to the top of your mat. We're going to just take a couple of adjusted sun salutations. So if you've got your own version, please feel free to just go ahead. Otherwise, I'll just talk you through. So we're going to inhale, reach up. And exhale, crescent over to the right like we did yesterday. Hips go left. Body goes right. Fingers are interlinked, just the 2 pointer fingers released. Coming back up to center. Opening up the shoulders, coming over to the left. Lift up through the midline. Coming back up. And exhale, cactus. Breathe here, relax the neck. So Angie, just maybe keeping the neck neutral here. And coming up. Exhale, coming all the way forward. Half lift, flat back. And exhale, step back to plank or knees down plank. So you can always just have the knees drop down like I'm showing. If you've got the knees up, just make sure that you're really connecting with the core here. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, let's lower all the way down. You're going to bring the hands wide. Don't worry if you touch your neighbour, it's going to happen down here. So just staggering yourselves a little bit if you need to. We're going to inhale, press up. I really can't do this. I'm going to have to narrow my stance. Inhale up and exhale, dip the left shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, dip the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to lower. Inhale, press up through table or plank, back to downward dog. Let's inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. So you choose whether you want to have your feet together or hip width apart. Maybe if you did one for our first one, maybe try the other. Just noticing the different effects in your body, slightly different stances today. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, crescent to the right. Inhaling up. Exhaling over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward, hinging at the hips. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping back. Inhale to shift forward. And exhale to lower all the way or perhaps halfway down. Upward dog or cobra. Back to downward dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale to release. Inhale. Exhale. Good. We're going to lift the right leg up and just open up the right hip, circling it round. Back round the other way. And then sending it up, straight and square, three-legged dog, and just setting it down just outside the left foot. So you're just touching down, so the ball of the foot may come down just outside the left foot. That's it. So the one or both legs may be bent. Trying to straighten them up. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, stepping all the way forward to the top of the mat now. Just finding a lunge. Let's inhale to shine the heart forward. Exhale, swing the left leg up or step up. Half lift. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling, palms to the heart. Just bringing the hands onto your upper chest. Just tuning in to your inner landscape. What would you like to focus on in this session? Maybe it is this idea of ahimsa and its self-love component. Or maybe it's something else, just tuning in to what you'd like to focus your awareness on. When you're ready, you can just blink open the eyes. Just bring your blocks to the top of the mat. Good. So we're going to come into Warrior 3, and you can choose whether you want to take it with support of the blocks or whether you want to just do without the blocks. So we're going to inhale, reach up, and exhale, come forward, maybe onto the blocks, and just reaching the right leg back. So really focusing on keeping your lower back level, the back foot's flexed. And now see if you can just lift up the heart space a little bit more. So you might even come up a little bit more onto fingertips on the blocks and create a little lift through the heart space. Trying to bring the back more neutral. Yeah, great. Really nice adjustments. Just dropping the right hip down a little, Liz. Yeah, that's it. Now you're neutral. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to just step back with that right leg, dropping it down, bringing the right knee down. So the right knee drops down. You can keep your blocks if you want. Just have them under the hands here. And then, like we did yesterday, just sinking that right hip down, getting into the right hip. And breathing into the hip flexor, the front of the thigh. And then coming back. So drawing that left hamstring towards straight, or maybe even straight, and lengthening through the posterior chain. You can always keep a micro bend in that leg. Let's just flow now. So inhaling as we come forward, dropping that hip down and shining the heart forward. And exhaling to drop back. Inhale to come forward. Exhaling to come back. Inhale forward. Exhale. Just really accessing the psoas, releasing the psoas muscle, the seat of the soul in some traditions. And then you can either ditch the blocks or maybe keep them. Find your lizard. Maybe coming down onto forearms. The left foot comes out right to the edge of the mat. And you're just dropping down. So you can stay up on hands, or you can drop onto forearms, or you can come down just like lizards, right down onto the forearms. So wherever you are, just focusing on letting the head and neck just relax here. And when you've been here for a while, it might feel nice to just come onto the outer edge of the left foot. So just opening up into the inner left thigh, and maybe even bringing that left hand onto the inner knee. Just taking a little twist round. And coming back to center. Just bringing yourself back up. Let's ditch the blocks, or maybe keep one under the hand. We're going to bring the right hand onto the ground or onto your block. And you can take your twist either with the knee down, or you can flex the back foot and just lift up. Just noticing, looking up and seeing that hand is over the shoulder. So you've got perfect alignment through the body. Beautiful rose. And then from here, we're going to take our side plank. So you can either roll onto the outer edge of your right foot here, or you can drop the right knee down and just step the left foot back. I feel like I'm going to fall off so quickly. And lift up. It's challenging my concentration. Good, Liz. And if you want, if you're in your full side plank, you can try lifting up the leg, or even if you're not, you can lift up the left leg and really find some work into the core, using your breath to stay. Maybe reaching the hand alongside the ear. And then releasing back down. Great job. You can pass through your flow, or you can move straight back to a downward dog. We'll all meet in downward dog, paddling out. See about lifting up the hips even higher, drawing the chest towards the thighs and feeling that lovely broadening between the shoulders, that flattening. You can bring the 2 feet together so they touch. Inhale, the left leg rises, opening the left hip up any way that feels comfortable, usually circles. One way and then the other. Anything else. And then stretching that leg up. Inhale and exhale, step it down just outside the right foot. Just tapping it down. If it'll go. Don't worry if it doesn't. Then inhale the left leg up again. Exhale, step forward. Inhale here. And exhale. Half lift. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. So finding your Tadasana, your neutral spine, maybe shutting the eyes again here. Filling up through your thighs, your kneecaps, navel to spine. Just feeling completely grounded, completely relaxed. Just noticing all the little sounds around you. And from here, let's take the second side so you know a little bit more where we're going with this one. So just inhaling, reaching up. And exhaling, hinging at the hips, coming all the way forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, flat back. And exhale into your warrior. So we're going to bring the left leg back this time. So again, really active through that left foot, drawing it back. Good. And then stepping back, dropping the left knee down. So just practice dropping the shoulders down, shining the heart forward. Just breathing into the left hip flexor, the front of that thigh. And then from here, let's take that same little flow. So we're going to come back, stretching out the right hamstring, lengthening through the spine. Trying to stay neutral through the spine. Inhaling forward. Shining the heart forward. Exhaling back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And just stay. transitioning to your lizard pose. So you can move that right foot to the outer edge of the mat. Either stay on your blocks with your hands, or maybe drop the forearms down to the blocks or onto the mat. Head and neck are completely relaxed. Just surrender to the ground here. Stillness or movement through the legs. And then maybe just lifting up and coming onto the outer edge of that right foot again. Looking back, a gentle twist. Slightly different subset of muscles getting into the inner groin. That's it. And then working back to center. And we're going to take our twist. The left hand plants onto the floor, onto a block. You can flex the back foot maybe, or keep the left knee grounded if you want to, and just find your twist. Really lift up, so you're reaching down and reaching up equally, squeezing the right hip back, pressing through the ball of the back foot. And then from here, transitioning maybe into side plank, rolling onto the outer edge of that left foot and just stepping that right foot back. Just in a few steps, it doesn't have to be one. Coming into your side plank, or dropping the left knee down, finding your adjusted version, either here or maybe lifting the back leg up. Maybe reaching the right arm forward and spiraling the chest, the heart open. One more breath. And release, coming back. From here, just moving straight away into your puppy pose. So you can bring the forehead down onto the mat. So hips stay high. All the pressure is off the pelvis. Just focus on your breath. Feel that huge expansion in the rib cage with every breath. And just making your way back up and lifting on up, finding your way back to downward dog. Bringing the big toes together so they touch. Inhale, the right leg comes. Actually, let's take the left leg up so you can see me. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, step it outside the right foot. So you're just on the balls of the feet. And then just readjust. So you're drawing the rib cage towards the thighs again. Pressing into the hands and drawing the shoulders back. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, stepping all the way forward. Inhale here. Exhale, stepping up. Half lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we're going to sit in a chair. So Just dropping the tailbone back, finding your chair, Utkatasana. Now let's see about bringing the weight into the right leg and just hovering the left leg. So you can bring the hands to the heart and just hover. Staying with your breath for your concentration, your focus. Let's lift up one-legged Tadasana. That's it. Good job. Well done, Mel. Yeah, beautiful, Angie, little dancer. Good. And then from here, finding your warrior three with your blocks under the hands or not. Just finding which version you want to take. Your aeroplane wings or hands to the heart. One more breath here. Exhale, step back, opening up to warrior two. Just peeling the left hip open, knee over ankle at the front. Draw the navel into the spine. Yeah, good. From here, we'll just find a side angle pose, but with beach ball arms. So you're going to keep the legs where they are, and just as if you're holding a big beach ball and drawing that top shoulder blade back. Again, really engaging through the side obliques. Inhale, come back. Exhale, reverse. Breathing here in your reverse warrior. One more breath in. And exhale, just cartwheel the hands all the way down. We'll take that twist again, so you can plant the left hand. Inhale the right arm up. And then again, maybe coming into your side plank or maybe dropping the knee down and just coming back into this version. Keep rotating the heart, the chest open, maybe looking up at the top palm. And then releasing, just finding your little flow back. So inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling back to downward dog. Take a big inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. From here, let's inhale the right leg up and exhale. Just set it down outside the left foot and then draw the chest back towards the legs. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step forward. Inhaling here and exhaling, stepping up. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, inhaling and exhaling. So this time we're going to bring the weight into the left foot, just hovering the right foot. Inhaling up, one-legged Tadasana. Good. And then from here, warrior three. Maybe you're going to do a different hand variation this time. Maybe reaching forward. Maybe palms to the heart. Stepping back into warrior two. Good. Draw the navel into the spine, peel the right hip open. Make sure the back arm is lifted too. Good. And then just find your beach ball arms. Coming back up and reverse. Inhale. Exhale to cartwheel down. Framing that front foot. Finding your twist. You can always drop the back leg down. The right knee can drop down. So bring the feet a little bit wider. If you're struggling with the balance, just bring the feet wider on the mat. That's it. Yeah. So back knee can absolutely be dropped. Good. Then find your side plank, roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, or drop the right knee down just like I'm doing. Otherwise I might fall off. And then reach the right arm up, left arm up, sorry. And then maybe reach the left leg up, whether you're in full side plank or adjusted version. So just stepping the left. Okay, here we go. That's it, you've got it. Yeah. Just follow Mel. Reaching forward maybe sparring the chest open. And releasing that down. Good. From here, just making your way into a child's pose so you can sit back on the heels and reach forward. Forehead down. Just allowing the breath to settle. Really nice deep breaths, long breaths out. Just bringing yourself up. You can maybe even keep the eyes closed as you make your way into a yogi squat. You can always take this much higher up like we did yesterday with arms onto the thighs or the knees. Otherwise, just finding a little yogi squat. Hands either onto the ground or to the heart. Keep a lift up through the pelvic floor, a lift through the midline of the body. You could maybe imagine a little golden thread from the crown of the head lifting you up. Then releasing back down. Just finding your Supta Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet touch. Just lifting up tall first through the spine, lengthening. And then you can just start to come forward. As we start to slow the practice down now, hold our poses for a little longer. See if you can also mirror this with the breath. Extending the exhale for a little bit longer than the inhale, maybe counting 4 and 6 if counting helps you. Sending the signals to the body to start to rest, to turn the parasympathetic nervous system on now. Remember, you can do this anytime in your life. Just simply changing your outlook, your internal state with your breath, no matter what's going on. From here, just walking yourself back up with the hands and finding your Paschimottanasana. So for this fold, you can always use the belts, but don't usually teach it with the belts because it tends to make you clench up into the shoulders. But if you want to use a belt, you can. Otherwise, we're going to just inhale, reach up, and exhale, start to fold forward. So it's still pretty early in the day. Just being mindful of hamstrings. You can always use a block under the knees, or just keep the knees a little bit bent. Arms can be on the feet, on the belt, on the ground, on the toes, on the big toe. Just walking yourself back up. So from here, you can find your reverse table. So you can either have the hands facing towards the body, or you can draw them back. So whichever works and whichever feels most supportive of your shoulders. And then when you're ready, we're going to just lift up. It may not be very far. I've got a shoulder rotator cuff tear at the moment, so I really can't go very far at all because it really puts too much strain in the front of my shoulders. Lowering all the way back down. Good. From here, just finding your boat pose, Navasana. So just lifting up one leg, then two. Draw the shoulders back. So if you've got a neck injury, just not moving any farther than here, because otherwise you'll start to strain the neck. For the rest of you, try to keep your neck as an extension of the spine and start to maybe open up a little bit more, staying with your Ujjayi breath. Lift up through the heart space. Yeah, wonderful. Good job, Doug. Well done, Mal. Well done, Rose. I'm shaking too. Time to come out. Good. And then lowering down. Good. Let's just cross the left knee over. You can always, traditionally this pose is with this leg crossed as well, but I prefer to have mine outstretched because I can ground through the sit bones more, but you can try both. Depends on your anatomy. Inhaling up and exhaling back, twisting round. So you're twisting round to the left, yeah? Round to the, yeah, that's it. Good. Keep lifting up through the crown of the head. Twist to the left. Unless you just can't take your eyes off your husband. And then come up, inhale. Sorry, Rose. And then lowering down to the right. So just dipping to the other side. Coming back up. And then switching the legs out. So left leg straight or bent, right knee is on top. Grounding through the sit bones, inhale up. And exhale round to the right. Coming back. Good. And then from here, we're going to come to lie down on our backs. So you can just start to lower yourself down. Just bring one block with you and just lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming all the way down. And then it's your choice here which posture you would like to work on, and I'm going to come around and help a few of you get into certain postures. So you can either take a bridge pose here or maybe a shoulder stand. So I'll just demonstrate both. So for the bridge pose, you can take the adjusted version we did yesterday, just a nice passive version, bringing the block underneath the sacral area on any level that works. If you want to try your shoulder stand, you're just going to lift up the legs, so bent knees, and just start to spring up. So just roll yourself up and then walk the hands up the back. Just like this. To come out, we bend the knees and just slowly roll down, keeping the spine neutral, the neck neutral. So Angie, for you, I think you can do a nice shoulder opening posture here. So just lying back. Yeah, a little gentle little gentle bridge with just the hand, the block under the sacrum, just like we did. Squeeze and lift. It's fine. Okay, ready? Is that okay?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Then roll your shoulders. Yeah. So you're opening up. Good. Palms facing up. Good. Okay. Yeah, great job. Yeah, wonderful. So I've got you. Just see if you can walk the hands a little higher. You feel okay? Kind of? Yeah. So just getting that compression into the thyroid, really stimulating the hormones there, regulating appetite, metabolism. Also really great for insomnia. Ready?
I'll stay here all day.
Good. Your hips okay in this posture? Yeah. I'm going to just lift you up a little bit higher, so walk the hands up. That's it. I've got you. Okay? Good.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to hike you up a little bit more, Ned. So
Go on then.
will the shoulders come in more here, or are they too tight? So let's see. Ready? Lift up. That's it. That's better. You okay?
Yeah. I'm probably not going to stay there.
No, that's fine. You don't have to stay for... Yep, great job. Well done. So just only staying for as long as feels comfortable. Coming down whenever you're ready, but not coming down too fast, just coming down with control, keeping the neck and the spine really neutral. Good. Really nice, Stuart. Well done, you two. Okay. Oh, have you got a bite?
Yeah, I got bitten by a
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, yeah, it's not too bad. But if anyone had any antihistamine, I'd put it on. But it's not painful or anything. No.
Sorry. So when you're ready, whether you've taken shoulder stand or not, you can maybe take Matsyasana fish pose, but it's not necessary. If you've done the shoulder stand, definitely take this counter pose. So this is Matsyasana. In my training, we always followed shoulder stand with this posture. So you're going to bring the hands underneath the bottom or the lower back, depending on your anatomy. The palms are flat down on the ground. Chin is lightly tucked. And then we just press into the forearms and the hands and start to roll the chest open, lift up, and just come back onto the head. Just getting all the blood flow into the thyroid area, opening up through the throat chakra. And releasing all the way back down. You can just walk the feet back in towards the body. Bring the right ankle up on the left thigh, just below the knee. And you can either, so option one is you just cradle that right leg, that right foot, just like I'm showing, so like a baby. If you can, reach through for the back of the left thigh, so lifting the left foot off the ground and reaching through for the back of the left thigh, or maybe onto the left shin, just go there, whichever one works. And keep drawing the right knee away from the body to increase the stretch into that right outer hip, the piriformis. Relaxing the face, chin is lightly tucked, lengthening out the spine. And release, and you can cross the right leg over the left and just let both knees in their cross state drop to the left side. You can always uncross them if it feels too much. Just looking over the right shoulder, drawing the right shoulder down. Uncrossing the legs, using your core to come back, and just switching sides, so resettling the hips down and taking your reclined pigeon on the other side. Just crossing the left over the right, teeing out the arms, just twisting to the right, looking over the left shoulder and bringing the left shoulder down to the ground. uncrossing the legs, lifting yourself back up. Just taking a happy baby pose, so bringing the 2 first fingers around the big toes. If they don't reach, you can bring them onto the outer edges of the feet, maybe the ankles, or just anywhere you can reach on the legs. You're aiming to draw the feet forwards, right to the outer edges of the shoulders. You can take a little bit of movement here. It might feel good to bend and straighten the legs. And then from here, just taking any other final shapes you'd like to make, or simply rolling down and finding your Shavasana. Bringing the legs out wide, letting the feet fall open to the sides. You can lift up the shoulders and then just snuggle them a little bit further down the back. Allowing yourself to find stillness. Softening the face, the jaw, maybe making some funny shapes into the jaw, the mouth, so you release there. Just allow your eyes to sink deep into their sockets. Following the natural rhythm of your breath. Just feeling completely calm and totally relaxed as you lie on your mat, feeling connected to the earth beneath it. Notice if there's any areas of the body where you're still holding on, and just consciously relax the muscles there. Just breathing into those areas. When you're ready, you're going to start to take some small movements of the body, any intuitive shapes, maybe a stretch, just deepening and lengthening the breath. Taking a full body stretch now, reaching above the head and reaching through the legs. And then just dropping down into your mat again, feeling the support of the ground. Taking a really nice big inhale together. And release. And again, inhale. Release. You can just walk the feet back in towards you. Just hug the knees in and maybe lift the forehead to the knees. Just hugging everything in. And then releasing. And from here you can just roll onto your right side, making a pillow for your head with your hand or your forearm. Eyes can remain shut down. Using your outer hand to press yourself up to a seat. Keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft. Walk slowly. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still. And just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we all cross the finishing line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. You can bring one hand or both hands onto the upper chest, connecting with your breathing. Just coming back to your intention that you set yourself. You can practice this intention anytime you want throughout your day. Let's bring our hands to heart center in prayer position. And let's seal our morning session with the chant of Om together. Let's inhale now. Namaste.